What many Australians feared has happened this afternoon. The new Reserve Bank Governor delivering her first rate rise since assuming the role. The 0.25% increase taking the cash rate to 4.35%. Predicting today's rate rise hike was a gamble the big banks and many analysts were prepared to take on this Melbourne Cup day. But it's Australia's mortgage holders who are the losers. Finance expert Heather Moore joins us. Heather, let's crunch those numbers. What does the 0.25% increase actually mean for borrowers?
Well, it will be felt by most. It's per 100,000 of borrowings. It works out to be about $15 per month of an increase in payments in interest cost. So over, say a 500,000 mortgage, that's an extra $76 per month, which, added to the other hikes across the last 18 months is starting to really make its presence felt among the borrowers.
It also makes it harder for people to get ahead of their home loan, doesn't it? I mean, how much longer would home buyers be indebted to their bank?
Yeah, so it depends. Some people have been able to kind of get ahead already and have been making more than the minimum repayments. So that's where I think people are really feeling that kind of extra that they have put into their mortgages is being eroded now. And so they are, going to experience a longer term.
So they just may not feel that they have the opportunity to get ahead in any way. Some experts are suggesting that the rise wasn't needed, that it could lead into a recession.
Yes, so the statement that came out from the governor today did have some positives in it. So the positives to take from it is that they said that we have passed the peak of inflation. So, that's good news. But it's just the time frame in terms of their forecast of reaching that 2 to 3% target rate of inflation. They now predict that it will just take a little bit longer. So there's nothing too alarmist. We're still, on that same track, on the right trend. It's just the time frame has been pushed out, and that's why they made this judgment, to bring in this extra increase.
What went wrong then? Because we were on track at one point.
We were. So I think that, the 4-month pause has allowed them to gather up some data. They were a little bit surprised, I think, by some of the data that came in last month relating to house prices and to wage growth. So that's why they've brought this rate in today. In terms of recession, there was a lot of commentary around that in June, which was when we had the last rate hike. And at that point, a lot of commentators were talking about a 50-50 chance. Now, the most recent survey has been speaking about a 1 in 3 chance. So, again, that's good news for most of us to see that downward trend.
This could, unfortunately, push many borrowers over the edge financially. And there is, of course, as you just mentioned, speculation of another rate rise. What are your top 3 tips for mortgage holders to keep their heads above water?
Yep, so I think definitely look at your spending. I know we've been saying it for a while now, but if you need to find that extra $75 a month, if that's what it is, then where's that going to come from? Get ahead of it early. So if you do feel that you've cut all your spending and you're still going to be in difficulty cash flow wise, then reach out to your bank and explore the options and do that early. Another tip is shop around. There are other rates out there. So people are coming off fixed rates. Potentially the bank that you're with for the fixed rate is not the best bank in terms of what you can get. So shop around, speak to a broker or do some research yourself and see what options are there for you.
Families are most certainly stretched at this time. Thank you very much for your time, Heather.
Thank you.